Yo, what's up guys, my name is Kiro SA and I'm back again with another sample. And for this sample I was inspired by SZA's album SOS, as I have been listening to a couple of songs there. And so how I started this sample is I started with the upright piano from Piano Tech. The name of the preset is Upright 4 Small, and I just added a chord progression which I felt was groovy and also in the style of SZA. I added 3 chords with a walk up at the end of the 4-bar section, and this is how it sounds like. And so I decided to back that up with the Epiano, also from Piano Tech, and the name of the preset is Mark Wet EP. And with the upright piano it sounds like this. And then after that I added a 1-shot bass, and this is how the bass sounds like. And so for now in this section I was just making the sample to be very simple and basic, because I was building up for the B section of the sample, and the B section started with a Percloop, and the Percloop sounds like this. So I made a mistake with the Percloop. I don't know how I actually exported it for the video. It's not supposed to sound with a lot of reverb like that, but forgive me for that one. Let's move on. I then added a string session from Decent Sampler to provide a foundation, and this is how it sounds like. I then added an ambience of kids playing at night, and this is how it sounds like. And to layer the string session that I just played, I layered it with another string session from Roland D50, and this is how it sounds like. And so the reason why it jumps like that, I added the automation with the strings to provide a sense of realism. I then added a snap to provide more rhythm in the sample. I also introduced a Spiccato string from X-Band, and this is how it sounds like. I then added a bell from doechii, and the name of the preset is Childlike Bell. I also layered it with a 2-player guitar, also from doechii, and this is how it sounds like. So for the last section of the sample, I decided to export the A and B section of the sample. I then pitched it higher. I also sped it to be a little bit more faster and chopped it so that it fits the time again. And this is how it sounds like. And so for the reason for doing this is that I wanted the last section to stand out from the rest of the sections that I played earlier on. I then added a saxophone from Decent Sampler, which sounds like this. I then also added the same upright piano in this section where the saxophone actually dies out so that it's not too empty. So I won't play it again. I then added an acoustic bass from Morphine, which is playing a different rhythm from the first bass. And this is how the bass sounds like. I then took the same upright piano, reversed it, so that it has that swelling type of effect and it sounds like this. And so the reason for that is I just wanted to provide a texture. I then decided to add a pad and a choir from Expand. Also to provide another different layer from the rest of the sample. I then layered it up with the solo cello from Sonatino Orchestra, and together they sound like this. And so with that said, let me show you the effects that I used for the sample. So for the string, I took care of the low end with the built-in EQ from 90 Hz going down. And for the upright piano, I also did the same thing, but now from 50 Hz going down with the built-in EQ again. And for the saxophone, I added a Fruity Sand, which is a plugin from FL Studio, which allows you to duplicate the channel that you have to another channel. And the reason for that, I wanted to send this channel to my reverb bus, where I added a Valhalla room to add ambience to the saxophone to make it sound as if it's a real saxophone. I then added an EQ to shape the reverb sound so that it's not too muddy and in your face. And for the guitar, I just added a Fruity Delay 2, which is a delay plugin. And with this delay plugin, I just wanted to add a sense of ambience. And for the kids playing, I also took care of the low end from 74 Hz going down. And for the EP from Piano Tech, I also added an EQ to shape the sound. And then for the master channel, I added a J37 stereo, which is a tape plugin from Waves. And with this tape plugin, I'm just saturating the sample so that it sounds a little bit vintage. I also added a limiter from Waves, which is called an L2 stereo. And with this limiter, I am just boosting the overall volume so that it's good enough for playback. And with that said, let me play you the final sample, and the final sample sounds like this. And this is the full breakdown of the final sample. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please don't forget my sample pack, Food for the Soul Volume 2, as well as my EP. The links are in the description of this video that you are watching currently. And with that said, thank you very much again for watching this video. I'll see you 2 weeks from now. Thank you.